Hi everyone, welcome back to Crochet Craft. Today I'm going to show you how to do a hexagon. So we're going to start with a 4mm hook. That's the hook I'm going to be using, but you can check on your label. It usually tells you what hook size they recommend for that particular yarn. So I'm going to start with a slip knot. There are two ways to do a magic ring, but I'm going to do the 4 chain method. But if you don't know the other method, check also, I have a video on that. So now we're going to start with a slip knot, and we are going to chain 4. So we are going to yarn over and pull through the loop, 1 chain, 2, yarn over, we have 3 and 4. And now we are going to slip stitch on top, back into the first chain we did, and we're going to yarn over, we pull through, and then we pull through. Now we're going to be working into the center of this 4 chains. Now we are going to start with 3 chains. So these 3 chains counts as our first double crochet, and we're going to make 11 double crochet into our ring. So yarn over, insert into the center of those 4 chains, yarn over, pull through. Now 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2. Now again, yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through. Now we've got 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2. So we're going to carry on doing that till we have 11 double crochets, and I'll be back. I am done with my 11 double crochets, and we are going to slip stitch on top of the 3 chains we did at the beginning of this round. So we're going to slip stitch here, and we're going to join the round, and we should have 12 double crochets in total, including those 3 chains we did. So now we're going to do round 2. So round 2, we're going to create the 6 corners, because remember, a hexagon has 6 corners, so we're going to do that. So we're going to start by chaining 3, 1, 2, 3, and in the same, just there at the base of those 3 chains, we are going to do another double crochet. So yarn over, insert in there, yarn over, pull through 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2. Now we are going to chain 2 here, 1 and 2, and back into the same stitch there, we are going to do 2 double crochets, 1 and 2. Now we have created a corner for our hexagon. So we have 1 corner, and we need 5 more corners to go to have 6 corners in total. Now we are going to skip this next stitch here, and into that next stitch we are going to do 2 double crochets, 1, 2, chain 2, 1, 2, and 2 double crochets again back into the same stitch. Now we're going to skip this stitch. Into the next stitch we do 2 double crochets, 1, 2, chain 2, 1, 2, back into the same stitch, we do 2 double crochets, 1 and 2 double crochets. So we're going to repeat that till we have 6 corners in total. Remember, you skip, then you do 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets into the next stitch, you skip, 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets into the next stitch, skip, 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets, and I'll meet you so that I'll show you how to close this round. Now I'm left with a stitch right there. We are going to skip that stitch, and we are going to slip stitch on top of these 3 double crochets, which is here. We're going to slip stitch there, insert our hook, yarn over, then we pull through, then we pull through the loop on our hook. So that will be the end of round 2. So now we're going to go to round 3, and we're going to be building the hexagon shape. So round 3, we're going to do it a little bit different. We're going to slip stitch into the next corner. So our next corner here is here. But remember, our corner is the 2 chain space. So we're going to slip stitch into this 2 chain space here. So we insert, we yarn over, then we pull through again, right? So we slip stitch into that 2 chain space, and we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we are going to do 1 double crochet in there. and we're going to chain 2. Remember, the reason why we are doing 1 double crochet here is because these 3 chains count as our first double crochet. So we have 2 double crochets now, and we're going to chain 2, and back into the same space we are going to do 2 double crochets. So we have 1 and we have 2. Now in this space between our corners, right, we have a space here in between our corners. Remember, this is a corner and this is a corner. There's a space here. In that space we are going to do 3 double crochets. 1, 2 and 3. Now into the next chain space we do 3 double crochets, just like 2 double crochets, just like we've been doing. We do chain 2, 1, 2, and back into the same 2 chain space we do 3 double crochets, 2 double crochets, sorry, 2 double crochets in there. Now we have a gap here that is in between our corners. In that gap we do 3 double crochets, 1, 2 and 3. So this is going to be the pattern for this round. Into this 2 chain space we do 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets, or into that 2 chain space. Now there's a gap here. We do 3 double crochets, a chain, 2 chain space, we do 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets, a gap. So whenever you see a gap we do 3 double crochets. Whenever you see a 2 chain space you do 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets, or into that 2 chain space. And we're going to do that all the way around, and I'll be back when I'm closing. Now I'm at the end and you realize you're left with 1 space, and into that space you're going to do 3 double crochets. So 1, 2 and 3. And we are going to slip stitch on top of these 3 chains we did at the beginning of the round, and that will be the end of round 3. So 1, 2, 3. Yes, that will be the end of round 3. And now round 4 and beyond, we are just going to repeat this. So for the corners, here's the corner here. You see there's a corner here and another corner. All these 6 corners, remember we are doing a hexagon. So in those corners we are going to do 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets. And for the sides we are going to do 3 double crochet in each space between the corners. So I'm going to do a little bit with you here so that you see what I mean. Now there's a corner here, so we want to move our hook from this point to this point. So we're going to slip stitch into that 2 chain space. This is the corner, so we're going to insert here and over, pull through, then you pull through the loop on your hook and you chain 3. And also remember that those 3 chains count as our first double crochet, and you're going to into the same 2 chain space you're going to do 1 double crochet first, because we have these 3 chains together. You have 2 double crochets. Now you chain 2 and 2 again, 2 double crochets back into the same space. Now after this you will have your corner here, your gap, and there's also a gap here, and after that gap there's a 2 chain space. So into these gaps you will put 3 double crochet. Into the 2 chain space you put 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets back into the gap. Okay, so now in the gap here we do 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3. So that's 3 double crochets into that gap, and in the next gap we do 3 double crochets. This 2 chain space we do 2 double crochets, 1, 2, and then we chain 2, and then back into the same 2 chain space we do 2 double crochets. So just remember that in the corner we do 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets, and in the sides here there's a gap. In those gaps, those the sides, we do 3 double crochets in each space between the corners. So you realize that as you keep on going, adding more rounds, your hexagon will become bigger and bigger because the side spaces will be increasing as you go. So tips for my beginners: always place corners in the 2 chain spaces, and if it starts curling, that means your stitches are too tight, so use a bigger hook. And if it's like floppy, which means your stitches are too loose, you should use a smaller hook. And always count your corners. Every row you should have 6 corners. So this hexagon is great for when you're making like hexagon cardigans. You can make croc tops, you can make blankets, you can make bags. And yeah, that's it. So if you enjoyed this tutorial, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my upcoming videos or live streams. And that's it.